Hey, man, that's all y'all get, man. That's all y'all get. Y'all know how this go, man. Welcome to the Mad Lucrative Podcast. I am the host, the one, the only. There is no other. Magneto 7 in the building. I'm just let the crowd go clap. I'm just let the crowd clap. But welcome to the Mad Lucrative Podcast. Listen, we done had like playmakers the whole week. It's been stupid. It's been ridiculous. So the fella that we got on tonight. First off, I got to cue the claps too. First off, when I was introduced, I saw a few I'm gonna say new Atlanta money friends I've seen in some of the pictures. So I was like, okay, you must be somebody I need to know. And then when he got on the computer, y'all know we setting up stuff, and I'm hearing him talk, and he talking about making plays. I'm just like, that's what a money friend sounds like. So, introducing to all of the Mad Lucrative Community, we got Salim Khan in the building. How you feeling today, man?
AKA Cash, AKA Make the Plays, AKA Playmaker. Hey, yo, listen, man. I'm blessed. I appreciate you having me. Just out here, man, living my life and appreciating all the 2004 to 2022 work. So let's clarify. I ain't no new playmaker. I've been doing this since 2004. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 2004. Yeah, as a young gentleman, you know, I came as a young felon. I came as a young lost kid from another state of Jersey City. Shout out to 201. So, you know, I just wanted to get that introduction out the way because you said some new playmakers, new money. You know, this is old money right here. You know what I'm saying? This is season. This is what they call, you know, done it all. You know what I'm saying? Shawty low money. This is different money right here. What's going on?
Yo, hey man. I stand corrected. So, all right, bro. So you say you're from Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about, I guess, your upbringing, and we're going to go from there to kind of what got you into being a business owner and an entrepreneur.
Got you. So my, you know, shout out to Jersey. Shout out to my family. I grew up as a Muslim kid. Grew up as a good kid, you know, mother, father involved, just good raising, good religion. And just came as a kid, man. I was growing in an environment at a time. I'm an 80s baby. So, you know, I also grew up in a house. I grew up the way I grew up, but then also grew up in the streets. You know, I was raised with the OGs. I was raised with the hustlers. I was raised with the bustlers. I was raised with the entrepreneurs. And I was just also intrigued with a lot of money. I was exposed to a lot, you know.
Okay.
So I came from Jersey City in 2004. You know, I got into the little situation. Like I said, I was product of my environment. I got into a little situation. I got my felony charge. You know, I got caught up a little bit, you know, and then I decided instead of staying over there, my lawyer recommended, like, listen, you know, you graduated high school, you know, you ain't go to college. Why don't you get out of there, you know, while we trying to fight this case? You know, you need to kind of build up a positive influence. You need to get some letter of recommendations. And so why don't you just try some college? So, you know, at the time, you know, I wasn't really a college kid. I was in the high school. I barely graduated high school. I was like a C student because I was exposed to money. So that was like a blessing and a curse because when I graduated, I'm the only youngest out of family member that was a college dropout. And also I was the youngest that was a black sheep that turned into a goat. You know, that's kind of like how it turned out. So when I left Jersey City in 2004, I came, applied for college, and Clark Atlanta accepted me. Okay. And came over here. I was going back and forth. I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in school or I was going to end up doing some time. But luckily, with God's grace, you know, lawyer worked his magic. A couple of letters of recommendations from my college. A couple of professors that I told my story to, and you know, they looked at it, and the lawyer looked at it. You know, the judge gave me mercy, and I ended up getting like 8 years probation. So that's when my life started in Atlanta. And right away, I just transferred my probation to Atlanta. And, man, you know, like that was just my first step, my first leap, first start to just come into Atlanta in 2004. You know, I don't know if you're familiar with Atlanta. You know, you said you've been around. You know, 2004, it was nothing but money was moving around. You know, It was a lot of people were getting real estate money. A lot of people was getting music industry money. A lot of people business money. You know, all the you know, the Mecca, which is the hub of Atlanta. You know, Atlanta, Georgia, was on fire.
I'm about to
So
say we'll leave some of that where it is. We 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 gonna leave some of that where it is. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Um,
so
so you
so that was
started
like my
there.
yeah,
Okay, that's the
that was my
start.
fresh. Yeah, that's just a start. You know, and then from there, when I came in, of course, being on probation, I had to get a job. You know, I couldn't stay. I didn't have no tuition to go to stay in no dorms. So I was staying kind of different places, bouncing back to back, couches to couches. So luckily, you know, my brain clicked in. I'm like, yo, I got to get a job. So I started working at Lenox Mall. You know, I started working at Lenox Mall as a valet.
Okay.
And myself, when I started working at Lenox Mall, I got to come up. I got to figure it out. How all this money rotating around me, where can I tap in? So Lenox Mall was like the perfect hub to start networking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was getting my money for sure. I was getting more money than I would made any other job because tip money was good. You know, they was paying me $12 an hour. I was doing like 12-hour shifts while everybody's still doing what they're doing. I was, you know, kicking and partying, college party. I was out there grinding. So I met my boy Rodney. He was from DC. He also did some time, and he was an OG. And, you know, he was like, real estate. So I was nosy, like, yo, Rodney, yo, what's up? I want to learn real estate. I want to know what to do.
Yeah.
And Rodney's like, yo, good shot. And Rodney, like, you got to come up with like $4,000. I'm like, yo, Rodney, give me like a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to grind up like 4,000. And long story short, man, my first $3,500 I came in a month. Rodney let me borrow for $500.
Okay.
And I bought real estate property. I only had a 609 credit score. And at the time, one thing about Atlanta real estate was back then, if you had anything about 600 credit score back then, you didn't have to go through a bunch of documentation. You didn't have to go through a lot of red tape that you got to go through now.
Right.
So my first investment property in Jefferson Park in Cleveland Avenue, right? You know, in that area by Cleveland Avenue.
Okay. Behind where that old Kmart is?
Yeah, right there. It's a little bit on the other side. Kmart is still like off the other side of the bridge. I was over by like by East Point, closer to that area.
Gotcha.
It was Jefferson Park. It's like a nice little pocket over there in Cleveland Avenue, off of Cleveland Avenue. But long story short, $90,000 was the purchase price. I put $10,000 rehab. I ended up selling that property for like $190. You know what I'm saying? That was my first flip.
And that's in what year?
It's 2005.
Y'all hear that, right?
So 2005 was my real estate.
Cause look, you know all the youngins. I'm 38, so all the youngins. So all the youngins be looking like, yeah, I made a flip. This, and that. Like, y'all don't know where it started. Like, what you think is a flip is just, it's a little bump. It's a little bump that you're getting, but
it's a boost.
That right there is a flip, and that's in 2005.
Yeah, so 2005, I got introduced to real estate. And you already know, if I turned up 90 bands in property, like 80-some thousand profit on first flip, you already know I'm from up top. I can't broke as shit. I was on felony probation. I ran it up. You know what I'm saying? When I say I ran it up, I ran it up. And so fast forward 2008.
Okay.
2008 came, and of course, just like everybody else in the motherland, everybody else in the country, everybody else in every other state, the recession, what they call it, the boom baya, you know, that happened. So I was up by $1 million worth of properties in 2008. Another problem that I did when I had the real estate money was I was getting so much money, I never thought I was gonna be broke again. I never thought I was gonna go down. So as I got it, I was spending it. You know what I'm talking about? Jewelry, cars, 2 condos, and a house in Camp Creek, condo in Buckhead. It was all that, you know, all that, just living my life, going to Dubai, being in my, you know.
Yeah, I ain't do that one yet. I ain't do Dubai yet.
Oh yeah, I did Dubai 2007. You know what I'm saying? So I got, you know, I did it. I done it. You know, when Rick Ross said Dubai, I've been there. Nah, he ain't been for me. Shout out to Rick Ross, but yeah, I did that. You know, I did a lot of out of state, out of country trip. I done went to every state in the United States that was jumping. You know, we went out there with the family. Shout out to 3 Letters. You already know what it is. They took me around. I was with them. You know, while I was getting my legit money, you know, I was moving around with them, and we just went everywhere and possibly anywhere we was at. You know, we was balling. So that's like my deduction until the 2008. But of course, 2008. You know, when there's the bubble bust, the recession, which a
Mm-hmm.
lot of you 30 you said that. A lot of people in our age don't even know recession because they wasn't getting no money back then. They were still in colleges. They were still probably finishing up, staying in mama house, family house, and doing what they was doing.
Right.
But got by God blessing, I got to learn how to run it up. You know what I'm saying? Also, when I lost everything in 2008, I wasn't discouraged. I wasn't I was depressed for a little bit. I was down, sad for a little bit. I was kind of trying to figure it out. But man, once I realized, man, when I came from where I came from, the situations that I've been through, and what God blessed me with, I couldn't do nothing but to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And that's what it was. 2008 and up, it was all grind, man. One business to another. I sold hair in 2009. I sold cars in 2000.
Hustling.
Yeah, I was just hustling. I was like, whatever it was, I was just trying to get back to that high. That high was real estate money. So, finally, until a couple of years ago, I jumped in the restaurant industry and got a couple of restaurants jumping, got cars going, got a trucking company. I got an event space in Atlanta. Okay. Just like I said, I'm just everything that I started that I didn't finish or I probably failed in, I just re-picked it up. And right now I'm just in the best space, and I'm in a good space to do what I'm doing. I'm also got a great experience, so I could kind of talk about it and teach everybody. And also bought a couple of real estate properties. This year I got 2 commercial real estate properties I picked up in Cleveland, Ohio. Dope. Also bought a couple of residential properties in Cleveland, Ohio. So I just gave you the whole rundown.
Dope. Look, I just gotta get they gotta clap the whole time, bro. So, like you, I had a little fault. So I was coming back and forth from North Carolina to Atlanta. I'm from North Carolina originally, and okay. I think when I lose my condo, I think my condo was in 2009. Cause I hustled as much as I could. I like, man, I gotta hold it, and then it just crashed. I was like, all right, it's done, it's a wrap. And
give it up.
Yeah. So it took me, I'm gonna say it took me 2015 really to get back up. And look, imagine this. People think I be lying too. I'm like, I can't lie about this stuff. When I got my Grammy, right? And this lets you know music business be capped. I'm gonna let y'all know. When I got my Grammy, bro, I had just lost my condo. I had, what was that? It was a Passat. I had a new Passat. That was the only thing that I had at the time. Had let the Passat go. Got a Honda Accord, bro. I was like, yo, I'm looking crazy. You got a Grammy with no crib. You stand at your grandma's house, and you got a Honda Accord pulling up at events with Bentleys and coupes and all this stuff. Like, so first publishing check came in. You know what I did? I ran it up. Dumbest thing. Right. Dumbest thing I ever did. So by that time we had got, I think it was what, 2011, 2012. It's 2011 right there. We moved down to Georgia, me and my wife. Right, just got married, fresh married, got a few bags in our hands, and I'm like, we're gonna just start over in Atlanta. We're gonna be straight. Right? Still just now, unlike you, I learned the investment game and properties late, right?
Okay.
I learned it late. The first one that I should have jumped at was on Beecher. Is it Beecher Street or Beecher Avenue on the West End?
Beecher Avenue. Yeah, West End, the hot zone, Beecher Avenue.
Bruh.
It's Beecher Avenue.
It was a house. 2011. I had it too. I ain't gonna lie, I had it. But it would have been my last, but I had it. My cousin that was a real estate agent was like, bruh, I know you might be hard up, but you need to spend whatever you got left on this house right here. I was like, all right, well, how much is it? Where it's at? So I went, he was like, it's right up the street from where you stand now. So I was renting at a spot on Beach. I was like, hell no, he's staying in the hood. Like, I got music equipment. DJ Tunk was like, nah, I can't come to your house, bro. You can meet me at the studio. So I was like, so that house was $10,000. 2011. I didn't get it.
Oh,
I didn't.
play. Now, well, fast forward. Let me tell you why I messed up at too. In 2008, the only thing that I regret today until this day was, have I just let the properties that I was trying to hold on to, that I was still paying rent for, that I was still trying to renovate, if I just took the liquid I had in 2008, like everybody tucked their money around the time they was tucking, if I took that money and then waited for a year in 2009, every property that was being sold for $150,000 was being sold for $30,000. Every property that was going out there for 150 at the West End was going up for 30,000. Now, this the kicker. You had to have cash because no lender was giving up the money. So if you bought anything in the West End in 2011, 2012, 2013, you would have been filthy rich. And I know a couple of people that waited. They never got into real estate in 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, but they waited. And they got into real estate in 2009 and 10. And right now, they're worth a couple of M's because they got in. So you said it. That's the prime key right there. Yep. Sometimes you got to learn, you got to wait, and you got to strike. That $10,000 investment, your man was right. You would have got that. You would have held it. You would have sold that property right now as is.
Same house. Before renovations, it was $285. Before renovations.
It's a fact.
Golly.
But it's what it is. At the end of the day, I'm even with that what you just said, because you know how many times I was like, damn, I could have did this, I could have said this. Even when I was getting that real estate money, a lot of people came with the idea like, man, why don't you open up a restaurant? Why don't you do this? I'm like, man, listen, I ain't doing nothing. I'm getting this straight cash. I'm flipping houses. I'm making, listen, and I wasn't just selling houses on the retail. I was doing wholesaling. I was doing tabs. I was flipping. I was doing contracts. I was doing retails. Like, I was doing everything in real estate you could possibly think about. It never was like I was limited to one thing. Nah, I was an investor. I was a felon, and I was an investor. Everybody there like, yo, you do real estate. What you do? You appraiser? You a loan officer? I'm like, nah, you need a license for that. I'm an investor. I don't have a license but an LLC. That's the only license I have.
Yeah.
And everything that I do on my business. So, it was a blessing. And, even right now, if you think about it, like I was telling you about Cleveland, Atlanta's on fire right now. It's expensive. It's on extra maximum fuel capacity to the 10th power. Yeah. I'm not buying a real estate in Atlanta. I'm buying up Cleveland. Yeah. Because Cleveland Midwest is the only place that's left right now that you could buy houses for that low. Yeah. It's still raised. It's still going on the rise right now. Midwest is the only place that's left out there that's not as expensive right now. Don't get it messed up. The next 2 years, just like we bought that house for $10,000 in 2011, they wish they wouldn't jump on the board with me. They wish they bought property with me. So it's just a cycle. It come back, man. So you maintain, sustain.
Right. So my second chance at it as an investor came with my current house. Trapped out. That's me and wife had hit rock bottom too, bro. Rock bottom. Brand new baby in the stomach. And I was like, all right, well, I got a little bit of bread over here. Let me see if I can make up, pay lease on somewhere, or rent to own type of deal. Assume all responsibilities. And then I tell the owner, when it's time and I can approve for the loan, I get the cash, I just cash you out. It took some negotiating, but the house, he was like, man, all I want is $45,000 for it. I bought it for $35,000. I want $45,000 for it.
That's a good deal.
In Decatur.
That's a good deal. Decatur's still hot.
Bruh. Same house. And I be telling the musicians this, and that's what we're going to get to next. But I try to teach all musicians and artists, like even painters, get to where you're investing in the areas where it's going to spit out money. Don't just, it's cool to do Uber Eats. That's kind of low-hanging fruit. It's cool to do whatever, Uber, but at some point, put your money, get enough money, put it where it need to go.
That's right. So, really key to success. I don't care what you do. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you a Uber driver, if you a restaurant owner, if you any professional, you a doctor, lawyer, real estate is a key to success. Like, even me, I got restaurants. I'm not leasing no more. I'm not renting no more restaurants. I'm buying my buildings. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing McDonald styles.
That's dope.
I don't want to rent no more. I don't want to pay $200,000-$300,000 rehab on my projects that I don't own no more. You know, as a restaurant owner, I want to own my building. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now
like I
tell
said,
them this. Don't skate over it. You can't skate over that. You gotta take it slow. Take it slow. So you said you're gonna do like McDonald's. Give them what that means as far as
so
the McDonald's model.
So analogy for McDonald's was when I watched that movie. Of course, I kind of figured out before McDonald's did that movie. Well, you know, McDonald's wasn't just the McDonald's was popular as a franchise, was selling burgers and everything else, and they was going in because they built a sufficient system that they could kick out a bunch of burgers and quick takeout service that they could facilitate as much as people quick. That's why they call McDonald's. They quick anywhere you go, they be moving. But one of the guys that actually joined partnership with them, he came in and looked at it like, hold up, if McDonald's is getting all these new locations, and they're going to be there for a long time because they are there. They building it, and there's other competition was, of course, there. But McDonald's is just moving so fast. So the guy, the other CEO, other partner, what he decided to do to his partners was, instead of actually just focusing on selling burgers, he's like, let me focus on buying his property. Because now, if I own a property, McDonald's is going to pay the rent anyway, which is the mortgage now.
Exactly.
So by the time 30 years go by, 15 commercial properties, most of the time is 15-year mortgage. It's not a 30-year mortgage. So in 15 years, that property building that McDonald's is on will be paid off for. Right. So that's where his stuff came from. That's where he kicked off and cashed out the other partners. That's where he came in and it became more lucrative because instead of him focusing on them sandwiches and burgers, he focused on the property. Like vice versa for me. I was always focused on business, restaurants. Right now, I'm like, I just spent almost $500,000 in a project that we just finished on 14th Street, Spice House.
Okay.
On a building. We just paid for another person that we don't even know who he is. Some white boy probably on a building on 14th Street. We just spent $500,000 on a building that we don't even own. We got a 10-year lease here. They probably give us another 10 years. By the time 15 years go by from now, that building
you done paid it off.
Paid for
them.
And built the value and equity into that building because we renovated the building. Yeah. So you be a damn fool if I ain't picked up my Dairy Queen building that was on the west side sitting up there for a little while. I'm like, let me get that. Let me buy that because I need a kitchen. I need a grease trap. I need everything built out. So let me get this little old building that's been here for 30 years. But this area is crazy. It's going to come up. It's right across street from Southfield Airport. Let me buy it. And I negotiated something what you said. Instead of me going through a formal, conventional way of mortgage, I negotiated something called lease to purchase and purchase from the owner directly because he don't got no mortgage. Exactly. So now he can find that building to me. So I didn't have to go through this old red tape that I had to go through another building to buy a commercial building.
Right.
So that's like a hand in to have one of the keys. The keys to success is, buy your buildings. If you're going to invest in your studio, if you're going to spend $100,000 on a studio, on a warehouse, buy the warehouse.
Exactly. Bruh.
So it's just what it is.
The magnitude of that play. So okay. If y'all didn't know, because again, we normally talk to artists and musicians. So the reason for wanting to own the building is this. Once the building is paid for, right? We got something called equity, right? When you got equity built in the building, you can pull that cash and go buy another building and do it all over again. And then you do that, then do it again. And it just keeps the cycle of money going over and over and over.
Matter of fact, the play is when you own a building, when you own a building that has maybe no mortgage, even if you got a building that has some equity, a bank will more likely comfortably to give you another building loan or another investment loan based on because in your portfolio, like you'll get a bridge loan right now, which is a loan that they give you 12-month interest, but you could get a property and then they give you a property purchase price and they also give you a property rehab price, which is called also hard money lending. A hard money lender will gravitate to me closer because I got properties that's paid off in Cleveland. They're not fixed, but they still have a value asset. So now I feel more comfortable giving me, because I have HUDs within the last 12 months, because I have a portfolio of a couple of properties paid off, they will give me a loan easier and I can negotiate my terms on the interest rate because if you don't have no resume, if you don't have no experience, you know, more likely lenders are looking at you like you high risk. So they're going to tell you what they want to do. They're going to make you put 20% down. Me, where I'm at, I might not put 20% down. I might put 10% down now because my value is more, because I brought that value to the table. So this is a play after play after play. But once you get involved, you know, sky's the limit, because my goal is to build $100 million portfolio within the next 5 years. You know, that's the key. That's what it.
I got to introduce you. You in the city, right?
I'm in the city, yeah.
All right, I got to introduce you to Reggie Miller. That's my partner with the Mad Lucrative Pod and all of the brand stuff. But he just did $100 million deal with the group in Alabama.
That big money. Shout out to Alabama. Give them a dope spot. Alabama is definitely. If I had not been in Cleveland, I'd be right in Alabama.
And that's what he been telling me. And I said, all right, I want to do a multifamily out there and see how it do, and you know, go with it. But bruh, Jules. Okay, all right, we got off on the tangent. So, what motivates you to stay in business and to grow business outside of money? Outside of money. Okay.
Here's my family, man. I got you know, my son is 7. My stepson, I raised him since he was a baby. I damn near birthed him because I adopted him. You know, he was before my biological son. So my stepson was he's 11, and you know, he gave me inspiration. He gave me life. He gave me motivation to do more than just for myself. You know, and then shout out to my dad, rest in peace. You know, he was a good man, and he passed away in 2010. And, you know, he always believed in me. Everybody was calling me a fuck up. Everybody was not believing me at the time, man. You know, when I got my felony, they was bashing me down. My family members, everybody around, they're like, man, you fucking up. Mm-hmm. When I was in Atlanta, still trying to figure it out. Everybody's like, man, what are you doing? But, you know, my dad believed in me. So I feel like when my dad passed away, my son was born, my stepson was born, he gave me inspiration. And then I ended up having my son. My son is 7 and my stepson is 11. So those kids just gave me so much life. You know, they gave me a lot of life. And my oldest son, he's my oldest stepson. Like I said, I'm not married no more, but these are the kids that I raised. Right. He's 19 now. So just having that inspiration for just doing other than just for yourself, instead of buying a watch every time you go get a bread, or instead of going to buy another car, I'm more inspired right now by just making sure that I leave a legacy and that I leave some type of wealth, a generational wealth.
Right.
And I expect my kids with me to Cleveland, Ohio. When I just got the second building, I took them with me, and we actually shot a dope ass photo shoot and a commercial together, like a little small clip. I was telling that at the age of 7 and 11, I didn't have no understanding and knowledge about business. So I took them with me, and I showed them the project. And my youngest was like, man, listen, when you get older, I'm going to take care of the business for you. And I was like that feeling that, like, you know, as a parent and as a person that's a provider, you know, I ain't no part-time daddy either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, I love my kids, you know, and like I said, I ain't like a person just say, and, you know, just to do it for the TV or the camera. This is what I do. And same thing with my family. My family up north, my sister daughter, you know, she wants to go to this college in California and be a doctor. Like, I want to facilitate. My sister ain't all the way established like that. She sacrificed herself, her education and everything else to raise her daughters. And my sister, my niece is top 5 students in the state of Jersey. So those motivations, you know what I'm saying? That's right. Like what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing it for, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, shoot, like I said, legacy, man, build a legacy, and, you know, and just pass on. So when I leave, man, you know, I did my part. I did my job. That's right. Really my.
So with the Fiverstarinvestments, are you providing courses or any of that stuff yet?
Yeah, so I'm actually been doing, if you watch my page, I've been dropping a little bit what they call the gems, you know, gem session. I'm doing so the restaurant industry, because I tapped in a lot of people, because I've actually played around with the car industry since 2010. I played real estate since 2004. Even me coming back to real estate was nothing new. It's the same thing. It's just players, you know. It's the same thing, new players. I'm a little more sharper now. So when I jump back in, I ain't started with a residential. I started with one residential, but my second project was a 12 unit, you know? You know, long time to jump back in those industry, but I was just trying to see what is it the best educational tool that people are actually inspired by and they're looking for. So being in the restaurant industry, is not a lot of people out there that's actually teaching a restaurant game, because restaurant game is very hard to explain, very hard to accomplish and conquer. So my thing was to make sure that I can educate people the right way, because I've learned from my mistakes. Is restaurant definitely I lost over $250,000 in the restaurant industry as well.
I don't
Lounge and
like them
restaurant.
losses. I don't like that.
But if you don't talk about the losses, ain't nobody want trying to hear about that fake ass. I made $1 million last year, man.
That's
what
true.
I'm saying? You got real. But because of what I lost, because I didn't have the best knowledge, but also one thing with me was I was an executor. I wasn't a person that sit on the sideline and just try to learn, and don't earn or don't execute. So my thing was when I seen opportunity, I jumped in, and I just jumped in the wrong partnership, and once I seen the partnership took me the wrong way, and once I learned everything that I needed to learn from that partnership, everything that he didn't do, and I said, let me do it by myself. So I actually jumped in the next spot, which was a seafood restaurant. It was in the East Side, and that's like 4 years ago. It was a takeout restaurant,
Okay.
And I did numbers over there. I actually, our grand opening, we did an event with Killer Mike. We did a free book bag giveaway. We did free food for the neighborhood. Like, I got in, tapped in, and like I said, I'm always about community. And that restaurant, takeout restaurant, what got me really popping back up. And I actually did numbers over there by myself. Like I took everything what I lost from and just applied, and also stayed there. And I went to Restaurant Depot to buy groceries. I went in there, helped out with the chefs. I went in there, helped out with the cashier. I went in there, like I did things that you got to do as entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never been too. That's why restaurant was so important for me to teach, because a lot of people like always think it's a hard industry, and its goal is to just kind of dominate the industry, and to help people understand that you can do that, especially with these new systems and everything that we have facilitated with. Because at the end of the day, we did it, we got it out the hard way. This right here, 2022, I can sit back and twist my fingers.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? Drop them reels every day and shoot. I'm giving you nothing. And I'm gonna give you social proof. And I'm gonna go back 4 years ago, 5 years ago, show you what I did 4 or 5 years ago. I got it recorded this time. Shout out to Maddie J,
exactly.
man. But I recorded the process. Instagram stories recorded everything.
So okay, I be looking at you, and I looked at Maddie J. Shouts out the CEO. I'm gonna have to get with you, and this look. This is me pleading. I know real estate from a contractor side, from investment side, but the restaurant side. Me and my wife want to do a restaurant.
That's right.
Probably on the East Side, and then the card game. Cause I ain't gonna lie, after I lost everything, and I was dumb enough to lose it 2 times, bro. Like once I got the second bag, I was like, oh, let me get that Tahoe, let me get that other joint, let me get that Jeep, let me get that. And then it's just like, all right. Now I'm like, I wanna go back into some luxury cars, but I want to do it the way y'all doing it now.
Tell you what, right? I'm sitting in this GLE Benz, and I just went and had a client. The client I'm telling you, my mentee, she flew out there 2 weeks ago, like for my last Playmaker event that I do at Spice House Midtown. It's only twice a month.
Okay.
And it's coming up. First of all, that event that we do, I had about $100 million in the building. And when you say Playmakers, ain't nothing but high level. You had CEO Circle been there. You had Derek Harper in there. You had you had Mac Man, your man
Wayne,
Lil Wayne,
right?
Yeah, we had the senator that's running for Senator Chambers. What's his name? Something Chambers. He from Louisiana. He came up there. Had Jazzy Favors in the building. These are a couple, but we had entrepreneurs that made a bag last year. Entrepreneurs that's making millions and millions of dollars. So that event, I met this girl. She came from Cleveland. So people flying from Cleveland to different cities now. A couple of people keep because it's a word of mouth thing. It's real RSVP private event. You can't just pop up over there. It's a Playmakers event.
Okay.
But twice a month, second week of the month, and a fourth week of the month. So the next one next week. But anyway, I met a girl from Cleveland, Ohio. She came down here, and she was interested in doing business funding, and she was interested in getting a car game and real estate game.
Okay.
So she just flew here 3 days ago. I got her $200,000 business funding on her business, and I got her 2 vehicles, one for the concierge service and one for the Toro/private rental company that we got.
Right.
So she just left. And when I say it was so smooth, and I got it, I'm gonna drop one of these videos soon, but it was so smooth that the process was so smooth that he was like, yo, this is like the best, smoothest process that I went to. I'm talking about she went to the dealership. They already had her cars ready. They already had just go straight to the financing table, signed and left.
That's
Like it was
fine.
no see. Yeah, so we like I said, I've been involved. I mean, I'm a playmaker that actually execute. Like I tell, I'm not really. That's why I was kind of skeptical. Shout out to Maddie J. Been telling me like, yo, course, and I was telling like, man, I want to do more like an execution style course. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to sell my courses to 1,000 people. Let me get 100 people right. Because when I get the 100 right, I'm gonna get 10,000 people.
And I'll tell you this, because my level of expertise comes from the music background, right? So my master class is all educating musicians on what not to do, this, and this is the stuff that you should do. And this NFT game is the next phase, and what that
I'm
means.
tapped in. I'm tapped in. I'm
You know what I
about to do
mean?
something. Yeah.
So if you already doing that and you got the story, bruh, like, phew, it's out of here. Like, just you execute already. So just don't fight it, bruh. I fought it. I fought it for years. And
Yeah.
when I
Not.
like, even how I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to take no pictures. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I was for a long time. But since I'm adapting a little bit to the social media game, it's different. I
To
say
go.
that. It's
Got to do that. Let's shout out to like I said, '04. I ain't stopping there. Shout out to my artist, my brother Jay Young. He's on
okay.
a tour right now. He's on the 25 city tour. His singles on number 52 on the charts right now. You
Fire.
know, then what I'm saying, independently got on the tour, and he got a feature with Jacquees. Just go look him up at J letter J Young MDK $1 Million Kid.
All right, we'll put it down there so
You know,
y'all get it.
I tapped into that too. So music, he's my brother. I just always supported him. So I understand music, and like I said, I love the music game. I just can't get involved with the music industry. I just can't. It's not my thing. So
It's cap.
yeah.
You allergic to that.
Yeah, because even with that, like I did everything what a musician want to do. I did everything what they talk about. I did everything, I'm saying, that a person is influenced by in the music game. So I respect it, and I ain't against it because, like I said, he's doing amazing, and I'm actually about to go. He about to go to we going to Indianapolis tonight, and then he
Okay.
going to Charlotte, and like I said, we're going to New York, DC, Philly, all that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm on tour with Mulatto right now. And shout out to Mulatto because she got a number one
Yeah.
song right. And I know she going crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, definitely, like I said, it's an action avenue too. But my brother Jay Young is became more businessman because he also mentored by Jamie Foxx, and he's mentor him, and he's like right there, up and up in Hollywood. He's in the upper echelon industry. He's done a couple of movies. He's also in acting. So like we all the way tapped in now. The whole team is winning for sure. It ain't just
Good.
me out here popping my shit. Everybody's seasoning. Everybody's eating. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. Last words. Last words to the future investors. The you in 04, 03.
Do it. Do it. Don't be scared. Please don't be scared. Jump out there. Jump out there. The more you're gonna hold there, the more you're gonna think about somebody telling you can't do it, the more you're gonna have to push yourself to hold on. The more you keep learning and not educating yourself to execute, the more you're gonna stay still. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all, listen, one of the main things, if you got kids, your blessing comes from you and people you put out there. Your kids, they came out of your sperm, they came out of they came out of you. Take
Mm-hmm.
care of your kids. Kids gonna bless you. If you broke as fuck, if you spending time with your kids, that's all you need to do. You
Yeah.
feeding them a burger, and that's all you could do. Do that. Don't get away from your kids. Then you can't take care of your kids because you don't got the money. That's
Mm-hmm.
the key. Like that's it. Love, 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 and that shit gonna come right back. You know what I'm saying? It's Ramadan. I'm going in. It's only the 7th day today. I've
Mm-hmm.
done so much. And then take care of your health too. By the way, listen. A lot of time what we do, we chase the money. I bet you none of us got insurance. I ain't had insurance. I just take care of my insurance. I ain't had insurance.
Yep.
And take care of your health, take care of your wealth, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your soul. Because these are the things that we don't do. We chasing the bag. Don't let the bag dysfunction your mind. Because that's the thing with us. We always chasing. Sit back, think better, pray, And yo, everything is there. Right now, 2022, it ain't hard no more.
It really ain't.
Get you a mentor. Get you a mentor. I didn't have a mentor. I had mentors that I thought was mentors, but they wasn't really certified to be my mentors because I was smarter than them. Get you a smart mentor. You know what I'm saying? and just keep chasing the bag, but it's okay. But yo, take care of your family. That's all I gotta say to y'all. 2022 is all yours, man. You just getting warming up.
Yo, I'm excited. This is an interview, but I'm gonna definitely be reaching out because yeah. And I gotta tell y'all that. So he's been officially tonight. You christened as a mad lucrative money friend. It ain't
every time I get off the interview, and when they say I gotta holler at you personally, that means I did a good job. That's what it's key about.
Yeah, I definitely got to. Cause look, some of the stuff you said, I'm just like, okay, I ain't did that just yet. I ain't did that. Yeah, I got to get some help on that. But
for sure.
But I think it's important to realize that, like you said, if you ain't the smartest one, find mentors. I don't care if they the same age as you. Learn as much as you can.
Get you a young mentor. Shit, get you a young smart man. Mentors don't have no age.
Yeah.
You know, a kid, my son is 7. He's about to do a first NFT project. I haven't done mine. My son is an artist. He's going to do his NFT project with some of the biggest people that I connected him with. My son project is going to probably make me a millionaire just because of him. So my son teaches me. He teaches me how to get on TikTok. I don't know how to get on TikTok. So what I'm saying is kids could teach you. Mentors is not about age. Mentor is a person that have a sharp edge of whatever field he's in that you're not good at.
Mm-hmm.
Sharp field that he's competitive over the edge, he's good at that you're not good at. So that's what you're looking for. Because you can have a mentor for a car game, you can have a mentor for your coach, your life coach, you can have a mentor for your spiritual. Mentors could be other people that's actually just great at their one field they strongly believe in. They mastered it, they aced it.
Right.
And that's what mentorship is. So, don't get the confusion of mentorship work. A lot of people don't understand. They say mentors, but they don't even know what's defined a mentor. So just understand, you can learn from anybody. So yeah, when you say young, old, there's no age, because I'm learning from a lot of young kids around me right now. I got 17, 18, 22, 30, like they out there.
Yeah.
Watch, and I'm learning. I'm polishing myself up. I'm a student before I'm a teacher, for sure.
Yeah. Well, bruh, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna probably shoot you a inbox on Instagram. We're gonna connect, cause yeah.
Pull up at Tuesdays every twice a month, man. Listen, it's an RSVP link. If you're a playmaker, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in industry, if you're a person that know how to make plays, there with no delays, you all meant to be in that building. After we introduce everybody that come in that building, you will be introduced. It will be opportunity for you to meet other great amongst the leaders. I'm talking about high-level entrepreneurs. And you can go see my page. I done had everybody in the building so far, and I ain't dropped my course yet.
Look, I done seen it. I done seen half of them. And I'm just like, okay, I see what it is. So I'm gonna show up. You said, hold up. A matter of fact, I'm gonna look at my calendar. On this live, so y'all see this. No cap. Sorry. So you said Tuesday. So you got one coming up what? This month.
This next Tuesday, the 12th. I think it's the 12th. I'm mistaken.
Yeah, it's the 12th.
Yeah, it's RSVP. You got to go to my link. It's called Spicy Talk Tuesday. We talk a lot of spicy talk over there. And it's all play. So when you come up there, you got to get one of these too when you come up there. You know what I'm saying? The playmakers. You got to get the one of the playmakers. You got to become playmakers for you to be a playmaker.
Fire. All right, I done put it in my calendar. I'm going to just set it for the whole day. Y'all see it right here. We got y'all. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to block the other one. Look, there it is right there. There it is. So we going to do it.
Let's go.
And, bro, it's been real. I appreciate your time. And like I said, I'm going to reach out.
I appreciate you having, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Thank you for the opportunity, man. It's all good.
All right, bro. Peace.
Right.
That was fire. Yo, so this it's just different. It hits different. Do y'all understand what money talk is, right? It's the difference between money talk and cap money talk. Just put that out there. So we got a little bit of family business to handle. Make sure y'all go out and support 5-Star Investments. We're gonna put all the links at the bottom of the page, so y'all can follow him. Like, he's doing some dope stuff countrywide, and it's just dope. Also, everybody that's been looking to get on Sound and Wave, we are still looking for more artists. We're almost finished with season 2, shooting for season 2. But hey, if we get somebody dope that want to come through, we'll have you come out. So make sure y'all send all of y'all information to Sound and Wave on IG. And the show is being shot as we speak. Also, make sure you follow us at the Mad Lucrative Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. Mad Lucrative Network on Instagram. Till next time, it's been real. Peace. It's not just a network, man. It's a network, man.